Hello everyone, I'm Silverraptor and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode Run, Episode 2, where we are going to
I'm sure.
have a goal. We have a goal in mind for this episode. That is to get to level 3. And I know just what to do to get to level 3. It's just going to take a little while to do it, but we're going to do it. Now I'm putting that fire out because that's where we're going to go. But first, let's loot some dead goblins. He has a hand axe. This guy's got health potion and a goblin scimitar. And this one, ooh, got a supply pack. That's a good, good haul. So we're going to take those, and then we're going to proceed up. And so the next order of business is we are going to go and get Lae'zel, who's right over here, as it so happens. So let's go and get Lae'zel to our party.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Persuasion. Oh, no, deception. The creature's dangerous. Get out of here. Leave it to me. Perfect.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
A blast? I could use more
You
specifics.
didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where is this camp? Oh, we've won this. Skip all that.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Alright, so they're gone.
Gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
It's fun to tease Lae'zel.
As you say.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
A simple thank you would go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
And what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a gay tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Alright, we'll journey together. Let's find this creche.
The party's full. You'll need to make room.
Gale could do with the rest.
The mind is strong, but the knees, well, they are a little sore. I'll gladly put my feet up.
Good. Our victory is most certain.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
Shower
I
disapproved.
trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
The cat fight
You've a
these two
sharp
get
tongue,
into.
Elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Alright, so now we've got Lae'zel, so we're going to level her up. Alright. And it's a simple one. We're just getting action surge. That's still pretty useful. And now we're going to give the Everburn blade that we took from that devil, and we're going to give it to Lae'zel. Her damage is going to go from 4 to 13, up to 5 to 15. We're going to send her thing to camp. In fact, I'm going to send a lot of this stuff I don't need to camp because I don't need it. It's just taking up weight and space. All of this stuff can also go to camp. Alright, good. But yes, it does an additional 1d4 fire damage with additional 2d6 damage, so it's a powerful weapon, especially early on as it is now. Does anyone else have gold on them? No, just me. Perfect. Dragon Egg Mushroom. Here's a short bow that you can use to knock the base down if you so wish. Alright, now let's go and get into the fight and into the druid camp. So this is going to be a big fight, but
I hear shouting up ahead.
we're going to
You should
need
check
it.
it out, but be careful.
Yeah, this will, we're going to need to get into the druid's grove. And this fight will help out.
Open the bloody
It's getting us to level 3.
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates!
Cannon! No! Shit! Form a line!
Damnable roach!
I will.
Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Alright. Now this is going to be a fun fight. You are after Starion. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Strength. Who do I want to hit? I'm going to strength negate him, and we're going to Eldritch Blast. Alright. Good for a start. And then we're going to back up a bit. Now all of these guys turn. Alright. I like this. This is a big fight. This is a kind of a fun big fight.
For the absolute!
Alright, Astarion. We're gonna hide and then do
Make it hurt.
a sneak attack. Exactly 11 health. Perfect. And then we'll put ourselves here. And walk it off. Alright. This will help. Alright, so Lae'zel, I'm going to jump here so that we can get close enough to slashy this guy. Of course we missed. Alright, we're going to use an active surge. And try again. And he's dead. Trying to get Lae'zel into the fight as much as possible because she is a front bruiser type.
My sickle and sword.
Arms of Hadar. And now Shadowheart's turn.
Got to move.
Alright. I'm going to Guiding Bolt this guy because he has 2 attacks and he's the most dangerous. Alright, so now anyone who hits him will have advantage. He's at 1 health, so he's no longer a threat. Oh great, grease. Alright. I've lost my... No, wait. He's still alive. The one who has the hex on it, right? I don't remember if I'm concentrating on hex or not. I might have actually dropped it, so... Let's just blast the warg. Or not. Alright. Big boss guy is down. Bugbear is hurting. Ooh, that was a good hit on the bugbear. Alright. Sneak attack. Yes. Alright. Let's sneak attack the bugbear. 11 damage. I can get behind that. You weren't supposed to miss there. That guy I don't care about. I'm gonna jump in. Let's kill this guy. And then close enough to the warg so he can't get away. So we'll use Arn the Madar, drank his other potion. And let's see here. Sacred Flame is 55% to hit. Firebolt is a 70%. And that's a miss. So let's see if we can get down. Okay, we got out of the grease at least. Ray of Sickness, but we resisted that. Let's use a strength. Well, first let's
Have to keep going.
try to get through this grease without falling. Nope. Just the way that I fell on there. Oh, thanks for the heal. Unnecessary though. I'd rather you if you killed them. Disadvantage against the target. Let's see if Astarion can get there. Yep. So we got out of that. Alright, so that was where the disadvantage was coming from. Let's sneak attack the warg. For that extra damage. Zevlor is going to attack the Goblin Brawler. And Lae'zel slashes slash. And then we'll pommel strike him for a little bit extra damage. Or we're just going to miss that. His rally just wore off. Good Eldritch Blast. Alright,
Got to press on.
I'm gonna move on up. Let's inflict wounds on this guy. That's a pretty powerful spell. Inflict wounds does 3d10 necrotic damage. It is just, for a level 1 spell, absurd. Alright, so we just have the warg left, it looks like. And can I walk without falling? Hey, yes I can. Alright. Let's do this proper. X. Eldritch Blast.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
And I just heard the inspiration play because of Lae'zel being the soldier, ensured the Grove Defenders survived the first goblin assault.
Breathe deep.
Everyone came to follow me. I lost Hex again because I fell. This is funny. We're just slipping and sliding. Everyone's falling. Oh, this is funny. Alright, I'm going to come back out and loot this a little later. They're not going to buy, they aren't going to go anywhere. Not for a bit. Yeah, better open that door. Alright, so let's go and get into this arguing fight. But now we have 2 inspirations, so that's 2
There are
rerolls.
children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
One fight just ended, and now you're picking another? Relax.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
Alright. More violence won't bring back those who you lost. Stop and think. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. It's gonna be a little difficult. 3. 3. Perfect. Thank you, Shadowheart, for your guidance.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
And even Gale approves. Everyone's healing.
Time to pack. Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm honorable.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Why are they forcing you
There
out?
have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there a way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I want to try and help. I'll do what I can.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Alright. First we go out and we loot all of those delicious bodies. Because I think I don't actually have a shield. No, I don't. That's going to be big. We need to get that shield to get our AC up. And there should be a shield amongst these guys here. Take that. We'll send that to camp.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Ooh. Let's give that to Starian. Aha. We're going to equip that. We have a shield. Ooh, 2 Warg Fangs. That's actually pretty good. Getting the potion of Bloodlust are very good. Alright, so loot him. If I recall, I forget which one of these will damage with his Arms of Hadar. Maybe I should have done it earlier, but yeah. So send that to camp. Let's start just picking up bodies. Because my build's going to be a lot of summoning stuff. So, I, in fact, want corpses.
You know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract. Blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
I do like how they have conversations.
Feel like we're being
Let's see. I'm going to give corpses to Shadowheart. Astarion will get this because it gives him an additional sleight of hand. That is very useful. Pick up that goblin. And let's pick up this goblin. I think I'm full. Shadowheart can carry 3 corpses. Good. Astarion will get the next couple corpses. I'm going to pick up him. Pick up him. And Isabel will get that.
Eager for battle.
We don't need it.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright. Moving up. We don't need the bugbear corpse. We have enough corpses. I sound very morbid. But some of those corpses might be too damaged to bring back. That's why I took them all. And we'll find out as we go along. Alright, we're going to come up here. We're going to talk to these people here.
It's gone, Archer.
He's not breathing! Go find a healer!
Do not embarrass yourself. He is gone.
No!
You shiver at the thought of a radiant future. Goblin and tiefling may reap slaughter upon one another until none remain, if you guide them true.
I'm sorry. It happened so fast.
Someone's going to pay for this.
Archer, no! Wait! What are you doing?
I would very much like to loot his body, but I know I can't. Hang on. Let's use up our last short rest, because we're not going to get into any more fight. We're 2/3 of the way. I think we can get to level 3 without leaving this camp. But there is one more fight here.
These boots have seen everything.
Alright. Oh. Firebolt. That's not good.
Leave no trace.
Well, that didn't work. Alright, Shadowheart's going to move up. Now we have one more cast, and we're going to cast Sanctuary on Andrea. Therefore, she is now protected as Sanctuary. Makes it that they can't be targeted by enemy attacks. So he can only attack with area of effect spells. And let's see, Firebolt is 45%, Sacred Flame is 50%. So we'll try Sacred Flame. Hey, I went through. Perfect.
I am fury. I am death.
Alright, let's get Lae'zel to jump over everyone. It's not close enough to hit him with the sword, so we're going to try to hamstring him. Excellent. Hold out the sword. Perfect.
I won't give in.
And now, we're going to Hex. Wait. Where's that? Ooh. Oh, I like... That might actually just kill him. Yep. Perfect.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone... poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Deception. You got me. Hand a coin over and I'll be on my way. A free soul coin is always going to be useful in this playthrough. Got 15 there.
That bloody Irenes! Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
I'll take that soul coin. Thank you very much.
Walk in death.
Alright. No more fights for me today. I'm going to go to bed before that happens. Let's go and loot that bugbear corpse. We are going to send that to camp, pick that up. Send that to camp. Is there...
What's that? Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
Yeah, I forgot I didn't have a shovel yet. Alright. So now we're going to continue on. I'm going to try to find a shovel in a bit. Actually, wait. I think I know where a shovel is. Isn't it like a mound over here? Let me just go out.
So, Gib, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zel Chucky. And my kin will understand my need for servants.
There's a shovel.
They will help you, but only if I ask.
This is basically the tutorial that you can dig up dirt mounds. Where you find them. And get 53 gold for my troubles. Now let's go get that other dirt mound. Just mosey on over. I'm glad the grease is gone. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to continue on. Let's go and get inside? Will. Carrots. I'll take more supplies, please. Thank you. This is going to camp. This will go to camp. And we'll continue on. Let's get... We need to convince Roland. I'm glad I have 2 inspiration.
Precious Baldur's Gate. I care about our lives. Our futures.
No. Hells. We can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once. Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Persuasion. You should all stay. A single blade could make a difference. If this fails... Nope. I was about to say, if this fails, I wouldn't mind using inspiration because I need this quest line to go proceed along.
It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Alright, so that quest line will proceed. Perfect.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Alright.
What's up for
Let's go talk to Will.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Who is she?
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Alright. Now, people I've talked to have just said, let it go, just roll with it and everything. This includes my fiance. But he's chasing Karlach through the hells, and then the Mind Flayer ship, the one that we were on, flies overhead. They jump on board, and, you know, one after the other, one chasing the other, and then the illicit ship under attack by imps and cambions and all that, and then it poofs out of existence. When in that time frame do they have time to get infected with tadpoles? I don't get it. If anybody has that, please put it in the comments below of give an exact explanation of how it happened, because with all the chaos, I don't see a Mind Flayer going like, demons here, burning here. Okay, I'm just going to just put a little tadpole in your eye. Just give me a second. Okay, then back to all the chaos. I just don't see it. So, anyways, let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hell.
For the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Oh, alright. Meet me at camp.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Alright, so now we've got Will. We're going to proceed on. Aha, crates. Let's open that up. Canteen, that's for some gold, so I'll take that. Don't need a glass chalice, but here we go, Zoru.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Hold it, Leodel. I'll see to this one.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
They were already quite ravaged.
Chucky. Fine.
You can breathe again. I won't let her hurt you.
Thanks. What do you want from me?
Information. Where did you see the Githyanki?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Thanks to you for your help. Apologize for my companion.
No hard feelings.
Alright. And now we get to talk to Lae'zel.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Subordinate? No, we're partners. You'll treat me with respect.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
No, it's Faerun. What do you mean, purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Alright, so I'm gonna leave. How are we doing on experience? Hey! We're only 120. Well, for me, Lae'zel's the closest to leveling up. I don't understand how we got different experience amounts, but we did. Okay, so grab this torch. Read the book. Take the book. Search the crates. Search the crates. Search the crates. Come on. Alright. Hey, Lemon, more supplies. I love camp supplies. More camp supplies. Potatoes. Alright. Let's go stop this murder from happening.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move!
Persuasion. This won't avenge canon. It won't change anything. Where is Shadowheart? I need my guidance. I did it that time, but Shadowheart failed me on this.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because vengeance eats people alive. You'll grant the goblins 2 victories this day.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
And Gale approves.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And your birdies. And your dogs.
I saw that.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Who's this Absolute you're fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
An all-powerful goddess that can't get you out of the cave.
Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Bah! A clever goblin's like a trustworthy gig. A figment of the imagination.
I actually agree, Lae'zel. Nice story. Buy it for a copper in the tavern nearby.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
Not a chance. You can rot in that cage.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
Alright, we didn't need her. Ooh. Alright, we're getting close. Close to level 3. I told you we'll get to level 3 just by talking.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Yeah, might as well do it. We're gonna talk to Auntie Ethel.
How long until... if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep.
Since I haven't done
Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
I think that's the game telling you. You need to long rest, you idiot. There's no need. I'm fine. Really.
Sorry, love. I just lose the run of myself sometimes.
Oh, I shouldn't have.
I must say, though, you're looking mighty peaky.
I think I screwed up.
Are you all right?
She was going to give me a greater potion. I think I screwed that up by accident. I'm fine. Just a bone weary after a difficult day.
Stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
What harm? Show me your wares.
Bother.
Yeah, we'll get 3 acorn truffles. And a potion of invisibility. I'm going to need one. Don't want to give it to Auntie Ethel, though.
Take care now, sweetie.
Yeah, I screwed myself out of a greater healing potion. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I should have said, are you an alchemist? Alright, so we're alright for now. I'm going to trigger this. Alright, go on. Steal from him.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Come on, get up that ladder. Perfect. Okay, let's get on up.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it!
I'm gonna wait for Shadowheart so I can get the guidance. Alright.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
You better do what he says, boy.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Persuasion, you're not fooling anyone, boy. Why'd you take it? Easy.
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
I want an answer. Why'd you steal it?
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Poor kid.
Yeah, a little bit of sweet scene. Somehow I don't believe that it looked like his mother's. Just checking the experience there. Alright. Oh, a backpack. An empty backpack. Alright, we're going to proceed forward. And then we're going to go talk to Donnie.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Donnie's actually mute. Are you alright? I see. Anything on your mind?
He's still staring right past you.
Turn around to see what he's looking
You
at.
see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Oh well. Okay, we're going to have to deal with these two.
I'm ready.
Let's guidance. Refresh it.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, let's talk to Mattis.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
That was a fancy trick.
You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on, take the ring and watch your fortune change.
Sleight of hand, mimic the trick, and mimic the trick, and make the ring disappear. Oh dear. Aha!
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
It does not matter. It will always be the same. Heads.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
This is no magic ring. The runes are gibberish.
Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick.
Uh-huh.
I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have.
Alright, take your ring. What do you have to trade?
Thank you. That means so much.
I just don't want to take it in my inventory.
That's what I got.
Alright. Nothing useful.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
Nothing but junk.
Far be it from me to argue with that discerning eye of yours, sir. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You spot the boy giving a sly wink as he turns away.
I don't think they took anything. Usually he tries to steal from me.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that.
So what's your side of the business?
What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
Or they try to steal from us, really, but alright. Let's go get this taken care of.
Please, let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
That's a good way to stop a riot. Throw a bear at them.
Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back!
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by?
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Yes, I see.
Ah, Volo! Let's talk to Volo.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Common variety goblins, led by a lasher and flanked by booyogs.
Aye, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
The time was spent among books. I'm a student of the page.
Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own.
He kind of insults himself
now,
with that one.
I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? There wasn't any dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, they called out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Goblin superstition, not worth the ink and parchment.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Be careful. Wait, about our conversation earlier. Why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Alright. Up you go below. Aha, we're going to pick this up.
I smell a draw.
Read that. Miniature giant space hamster. Alright. I'm going to come down here. Now, let's see. There it is. Move the flat rock. And ta-da! An amulet of Sylvanas. This is a lesser restoration amulet. We're going to give this to Shadowheart for obvious reasons. If you're wondering why I still have the corpses, I can't send them to camp, so I'll do that housekeeping when I get to camp finally. I'll take that fish. Thank you, bear. More supplies are always good. We're going to go get some dagger root. God, I'm going all the way around.
Would that we could speak freely, my ursine friend.
I'm going to grab all of this alchemist ingredients. Alright. Autumn Crosis and antidote.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Okay, and mugwort. Not the sickle, but the mugwort. And I saw a bunch over here. Here we are. Stuff to grab. Grab this. Grab a little of that. Grab these. Alright. And now with 2 inspirations, let's go and deal with Kaga. How much experience do we have? 74. So we just need 75 more experience. I think we're right there to level 3.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Kaga? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanas. She must pay the price. We will imprison...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kaga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Thief, poison. What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Kaga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Release her. I'll see that she stayed out of trouble. Guidance. And I'm willing to spend an inspiration here. Looks like I'm going to have to. Oh, barely. Good thing we've got 2. Try again. Perfect.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Okay. So that's done. Let's talk to Shadowheart.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Turn to other matters. We'll talk to all that in the camp after we level up. Let's go talk to Kaga.
Oh no.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required.
First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
This rite must be born of powerful magic.
The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
Wood, half-elf, turning your back on the needy. Is this truly the way of Savannah?
A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of the Tree Father. Do you agree?
I know the Tree Father's teaching as well as you.
Then you know I heed his wisdom. I protect the circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
It seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
I realize you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
Everyone's frightened of something. My fear's hardly irrational when you see the fangs on those things.
I don't want blood on my hands.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
I'll try to avoid wolves in the future where possible.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
We'll talk later. Let's see how everyone likes me. So Shadowheart is medium, Astarion is just straight up neutral, Lae'zel 7. Alright. Let's check the plaque.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanas, god of nature.
Yep.
One who tried to steal from us. Yet she failed. That's what matters.
That mural, they look like dark justiciars.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
And then this last plaque.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. History or myth, whatever is depicted here is long past.
About 100 years. Hey there, wolf. Alright, now we'll talk to Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Anything I can do to help?
A moment.
Vis medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Healing. Looks like I came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Uh-huh. Okay, first
You
off,
need to be quick.
she is not.
This way.
But it's best to just be honest with her because it will turn out all right.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I have the same kind of... I'm hoping for a less grave cure.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halson, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's with the planet? Will it help? No, it's actually the more grave cure.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Honesty's the best thing here. I can merge with the mind of anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halson was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a Mind Flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halson was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Yes, because I want that poison. I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So, you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What, do you want... So, you think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Alright. Well, we've got
There's
Wyvern.
something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
I would, but I found that there's like a little bit of a bug. I'm going to get this later, because I can't use it quite yet. Alright. So we get all this. How close are we? We are just on the cusp. But I think we can get some more experience in here. Anybody in here? Anyone at all? Does not look at... Lae'zel can level up. I'm going to send Astarion over here. I'm going to hide. I'm going to activate turn-based mode. Lockpick. With +8. It's a trivial matter of opening. I'm going to send all of this to me. And I'm just going to dash out as well. Alright, and then we can stop hiding. Link together. Exit turn-based mode. And we're leaving. Open the stone door. And we've done all that we needed to do down in the Druids area. Alright. So yeah, the game's loading. It happens sometimes. There we go. Now it's loaded that. Alright, let's go and get our reward for saving Arabella.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You ever scare me like that again, and
I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I hope we'll meet again under... Oh, wait, no more Lightfinger antics, right, Arabella?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
And we've got a locket of dancing lights.
Not yours.
It's my job.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to give this to me for the time being. And hey, we're all leveled up. So let's level up. All right, let's get to level 3. We achieved our goal. So now it's just a little bit of wrapping things up, and then we'll be doing a long rest. But yeah, you can get to level 3 with only 2 fights. 2 fights to level 3. Spell, we are going to go with Scorching Ray. And we're going to go Pact of the Tomb. And let's replace a spell. I'm going to replace Command with Misty Step, I think. Misty Step is very useful. Get out of fail card. Shadowheart's turn. Trickery Domain spells, Mirror Image, and Pass Without Trace. Cool. Going to get that, get rid of Command, get Enhanced Ability. Being able to just throw an advantage is just really powerful when you need it. And accept. And then Astarion. He's going to become our little assassin. So, whenever he goes up against someone who hasn't taken their turn yet, he'll have the advantage, which means instant sneak attack. And now, Lae'zel's turn. And we're going to have Lae'zel, who got the Psionics jump, to become an Eldritch Knight. I actually kind of like Eldritch Knights. So for this, I'm going to get Minor Illusion, and let's say Blade Ward. For spells, I'm going to take Shield, and let's see, can't go wrong with Magic Missiles. And then, of course, Long Strider is going to be a big one, because that's going to give everybody in my party 10 extra movement speed after every long rest. I could just do that. And also gotta remember, bind the weapon so that it cannot fall out of her grasp.
They should.
My grizzled friend.
Alright, so let's go over here and get this taken care of, because there's actually a chest up here that I want to get. Alright, Lae'zel. Psionic Githyanki jump. And we're going to jump up here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to pick it up. And we're going to jump here to do the least amount of damage. And then I'm just going to take that, and I'm just going to drop it there. And then Astarion is going to lockpick it. I mean, the key's right here, but I'm not going to worry about that. I have to do Potion of Animal Speak, and we'll get to that in due time. And it's a good thing we have so many bonuses. Alright. That's going to go to Honorable. That's also going to go to me. That is going to go to camp, and so is that.
Father, they will die for you.
All right.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's continue on. Alright, so I'm going to go talk to Zevlor. I'm going to go talk to the warriors. And then I think we need to sell some of the crap that we've got, that we've picked up. Probably to Auntie Ethel and everyone else, so that I can get a return on those gold investments. And then we'll go about talking to everyone in the camp and work to a long rest and then end the episode. Because we got to level 3 and that was the goal of this episode. So let's talk to Zevlor, tell him what's what.
Have a word.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear.
So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying.
It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Then why don't you get rid of her?
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
What's it worth to you?
To get these people to Baldur's Gate? Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
Alright. Oh, that reminds me. I need to read this. Kaga, Swamp Dogs, Tree, Meet Alone. That gave us some experience and started us along that quest. I want to come up here, see if there's anything that we can pick that's not stealing. Yes, here we go. Burlap sap, rotten cheese. Clothes are worth gold, so we'll take that. How much is the Yeshiva dust in terms of supplies? 1. Okay. But still, camp supplies are camp supplies. We want to take every camp supply that we come across. Ooh. Quite a bit of wine there. Those I've looted. All of these would be stealing if I touch them. I don't understand why those are accessible to be taken, but the rest are not. I'm going to come up here, make a bet, and then come back down and talk to the guys out front. Where is she? There she is.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Not with that attitude. Fight and win.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Sure. It's a bet.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
I mean, that's a good bet, especially for her. If she doesn't get through, well, she doesn't have to pay me back. If she does get through, well, then that means she made it safely. It's kind of like this one soldier I heard who made a bet that they would get to Berlin by Christmas in 1944 when they were, in the Second World War. And he said, yeah, I'll take that bet because if I lose, that means that we got there by Christmas. And if we don't get there by Christmas, then I make money. That way, I win either way. And I'm like, that's a good way of looking at it. Alright, so we have everybody here. And we're going to go out this stone door. We're going to get information on the night song.
Have mercy!
Alright, and we'll talk to these guys.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
All you did was stand up for your crew. I respect that.
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid.
Where did the goblins come from?
They chased us, all the way from the ruins we were poking around in.
And that is where you lost track of the druid you mentioned?
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Can I have a look at that contract?
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Any idea what the relic is?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Damn Tansville, let's talk to this guy.
Hi. Thanks for stepping between me and the kid. My mum gave me that amulet, but I think she'd be happy knowing the kid has it now. Yeah, I know she would.
Alright, and his allies.
Goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Alright, I think we're good here. Let me go over here where Auntie Essel is. And let's get to camp. Alright. We're going to do a little bit of house cleaning. Let's see here. We'll open up all this. And open up the chest. Dump all the dead bodies into the traveler's chest. Alright, so we got that. Let me just open this. Yeah, I'm gonna take these health potions from... Will used up all of his in that fight. And let's see. I need stuff to sell for gold, so I'm going to do it by type. These are all stuff I can sell for gold, so let's get about doing that. We're going to add those to wares. This stuff is going to add to wares. These will also add to wares, and so will this. Alright, so I'm going to be selling all of this stuff in a second. And then we'll come back and talk to everyone.
I wonder when the goblins will come.
Alright, Auntie Essel.
How long until Ronan shows off his thunder wave?
Let's take that gold from you.
Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions?
What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Alright. I need you to take all of this. And then you can take this and this. And this, this, this. Oh, that should be good. And that's most of her gold. I'll take that off of you.
Take care now, sweetie.
Yes. Alright. And hang on, I'm gonna talk to him. Damn him for a sec. See what he has.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before El Terrell fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let me see your wares. Alright, do you have anything useful yet? Not yet. Oh, here we go. You have advantage against monstrosity type. This is good for a Astarian, so I need this. Yeah, so I'm gonna need that.
Don't be grumpy, Roland.
Alright. Let's give that to Astarian there. Please. Excellent. I should also organize this all by type. Adventurers wanted. So that's about the night song. Now let's go to the druid over here. And I know there's a couple of things that I want to buy from him. I went up this ladder, really? Alright, well, while the rest of them figure out how to get here, I'm going to talk to this merchant.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanus guard them as they continue their travels.
You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Alright, back to barter. Gloves of missile snaring. Okay, that's too much. I don't need the ring of flinging yet. So I'll come and get that later. Do you have any more acorn truffles? Does not look like it. That's fine. Alright. So I'm going to take these. These are useful early gloves due to the fact that I can reduce damage by 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is +2. So I could potentially reduce any ranged attack weapons by 3 to 12 damage. Pretty useful. That's fine, I'll just keep that. Alright, I was just thinking to myself. Alright, to camp. Let's go and start talking to everyone and start wrapping everything up. We will start with Shadowheart, because she's the romance option.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Those murals in the grove. Something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
My memories are all gone. Is your tadpole playing tricks on yours?
I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
You must have thoughts of our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. If we're truly desperate, we can try to convince that goblin gut in assisting us. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
What we do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us not to stay together if we get on well.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
A family, friend, a lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Turn to other matters. Want to talk about what's happened to us?
Fine. What's on your mind?
I just did that. Okay. We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
You don't want to talk about yourself?
I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
Maybe I'd like to get to know you better.
Sweet of you. But don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations just yet.
If that's what you prefer, I can respect that.
Thank you.
Free
I'm sure
approval
we'll
points.
get along perfectly well.
Yep. Alright. And next we're going to talk to Gale.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Don't stop there. You must have stories to tell me about your adventures as an Archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Wisdom, try peering into his mind. If he won't open up, you'll sneak in. I can guidance myself now. Oh. Well, that didn't work.
Try as you might to breach his inner thoughts, Gale swats your efforts away with infuriating ease.
I have a very disciplined mind. Those tricks won't work on me. Please don't try that again unless I invite you to.
My memory before the Annihilator shrouded in darkness.
Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of ceremorphosis. If it is, they've forgotten to write it down in any text I've read on the subject. Then again, our case isn't exactly usual. Perhaps whatever's causing our tadpoles to remain in stasis has also affected your mind. If ceremorphosis takes place, all trace of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's hive. So, to still be here, if a mite forgetful, still a win in my book.
I have violent thoughts, depraved thoughts, ones that refuse to go away.
We all have those from time to time. I once wished a most impure demise on a colleague of mine who bore the last remaining copy of Etheril's Enchiridion of Enchanting Easements. It's a first edition, too. As regards to your own morbid little fantasies, I'm sure they're nothing to worry about. So long as they remain fantasies.
Alright, so we're done with talking to Gale. Let's talk to Will.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Who is this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
A powerful friend, huh? Like a warlock patron, perhaps?
You are a warlock. You know about bound souls and frozen tongues. I can only leave the rest to your imagination. Suffice to say, I hunt monsters, devils included, and I will do what I can to quench the coast of their flames.
Tell me, Will, how did you become the Blade of the Frontier?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
And before that?
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose in a battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Warlock, lean in and examine the eye more closely.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
Isn't your eye a sending stone?
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
I don't think I have the
You
power.
focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
Alright then, let's change the subject.
Gladly. Anything more we should discuss?
I've got no memory of my past. Could the parasite have done that?
Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
I've got this bloodlust, an urge to destroy, maim, kill.
Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by Illithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear.
Alright, so we're done with Will. And these two are going to talk about how we can use Illithid powers.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
Such powers may become useful. If it makes our enemies more malleable, all the better.
My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
Alright, let's talk to Lae'zel.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Are you sure Kresh is the only... Yeah. Are you sure Kresh is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each Kresh contains a Zaith'isk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
That kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
I've never heard of your kind until my capture.
I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Come on now, it isn't that large.
Decadent then, lacking in economy, like so much of this world and its undisciplined people.
Do you know much about Mind Flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a Kresh. You do well to observe more and question less.
Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a Mind Flayer is born.
That sounds awful. How are you so calm?
Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You worried we haven't changed? This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
My past the mystery me. Could the parasite have caused that?
Seromorphosis takes all of you. Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were lost to the void. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play.
I had these urges. I want to kill. I want blood.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Alright, so we're done with Lae'zel and finally Astarion.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Well, that was quick. Alright, time for a long rest. Yes. And people want to talk. Start with Astarion. We'll go reverse.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin.
You seemed more relaxed.
I am. I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
What? Will you miss me?
Why not? You've been to the Hells and back, survived the crash, survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
We hardly know each other.
You have your charms. More than you think.
Watch yourself, Astarion.
Oh. You're no fun. Sleep tight. I'll see you later. I'm sure.
Now, Lae'zel.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crush. Clear.
Are August Yankee from the tears?
Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vaj's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Alright. Will's time to talk.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine in spite of it all.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Yeah, that's the thing. The tadpoles reset everyone to level 1. That's why we start at level 1 again. Something special about us, or at least about our tadpoles.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Alright, so we're done with Will. I think Gale has nothing to say. Let me just check.
How can I help?
Nope, nothing at all. And then we'll go and talk to Shadowheart. She has something to say. And then we'll just sleep. And then end the episode.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So what will come next for you once this is all over?
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me.
Oh yes? Who?
Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
Nah, that's not gonna work. How are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Maybe I could leave you tied up while I hunted for a cure.
Really? I'd just kill you. Anyway, get some rest. Try not to dream about tying me up.
Alright, let's go to bed. I'll select. We're going to use up 2 camp supply packs. That's fine. And this is going to show Astarion sneaking out of the camp. Alright. And that will do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I know this episode ran long, but we got to level 3, and we're going to continue our honor mode in the next episode. So, see you all then.